Alright, so first of all, I know it's not Cars' 15th anniversary till June, but I wanted to do this video in advance because I've been wanting to do it for a while. And it's basically an evolution of all the Cars packages until now. So CRS, which one's your favorite packaging?
Either the Race-O-Rama or the Cars 2 World of Cars or World of Cars.
Well, World of Cuz.
Yeah.
Okay then. Sorry for the shaky cam. I'm literally tippy-toeing because look,
Or
this is my ground level and they're way up there, so I'm like
maybe
shaking up here.
What about that one?
Oh, that one's pretty dope. For me, my favorite, I gotta say, is either one of those two or the one from 2021. Let's get started. Ka-chow! Now take note, we're going to be comparing and looking through the years from the beginning all the way to today. And I did not count other stuff like Christmas stuff, XRS stuff. No. Just mainline stuff. Sorry for the birds chirping in the background, it's still morning. But yeah, this is sort of just a video I've been wanting to do for a while. So a few of these I did have, like I already had this one. So yeah, I couldn't get all of them to have the same artwork and the same vehicle inside, because I already had this one and I didn't want to spend too much money, which I've already spent. This whole video cost about, sheesh, I don't know. I mean, some of these were $10 each, so it was kind of a pricey video. But like stuff like this over here, I had since the day they were released. So not everything here I purchased just for this video. Some things I had just lying around in my collection, and they came in handy for this video. But anyways, let's start with 2005, and here we go with 2005, where it started all. Yeah, so these were released, I'm guessing, a year before Cars was released in theaters, 2006. And back then, they were either in China or Thailand as marked, as you can see right there. This is the packaging that they had back then, and there's no way of knowing if you got Thailand or China for this McQueen unless you look at the bottom. There's a Mater from Thailand in this packaging that, goes way back, and it looks really different. But I believe there's several variations of this packaging because this one says license to win, and the originals didn't have this. So, but you get the idea. It's a 2005 packaging with the desert and the background and all that. You get the idea. It said 3+ back there, and then it said Disney presents a Pixar film. Not bad. And then you got this little ridge for the name tag, surprisingly, right there. A very nice looking diecast nonetheless. Alright, so now we're going to take a look at Supercharged series, which came out in, I believe, 2006 or 2007. I'm sorry if I get a lot of things wrong in this video. I didn't have anyone to help me out with this, so I'm just going off of the knowledge I know and the Google searches I went through. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this was 2006 or 2007. Maybe this was 2008 or 2009. I'm not sure. I don't think it's marked on the back. I'm blind, so my bad if I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see something that says like a date or something. But back then, those had that little poster. But we'll get that to that in a bit. Anyway, Supercharged right here. We're just going to call it 2006, I guess. Radiator Springs McQueen. Honestly, one of my favorite packages. Very presentable and just very different, because you go from this daytime-looking packaging to this very elegant nighttime-looking packaging with the neon sign and everything. It just stood out. And the name tag right there also had a ridge. In fact, it was the same thing, just, with different colors for the neon stuff right here and everything. But it was pretty much the same thing. And the lining around the packaging was now neon instead of the pinstriping like Ramon has on the sides right there of that Cars 1 packaging from 2005. And then on the back it said the cars you could collect and everything. There was a lot of prototype images on the back right here, like Chick, McQueen, the King, DJ, Lizzie, and so on and so forth. But yeah, I had this one for a while, so that's why it's a little creased. It is old. These cars are old. But yeah, that was a Supercharged series. Then we went off to the World of Cars series right here. And I had to tape this one up because when it arrived, it was popped open. Because, yeah, these things are old. And, I mean, over time, they just start ungluing from the blister. Because, well, we'll get to Cars 3 McQueen in a bit. But this one right here also, yeah, see, this came out in 2017. And look how, yeah, it's not good looking. But maybe I'll have to tape it up. I mean, back then, that was happening a lot in stores. Even then, when it was the specific year that Cars 3 cars came out. And they were putting tape on the packaging. But, yeah. Here we go. Bigger ridge for that name tag right there. It was still embossed, or you can run your finger over it and feel it. It said the world of cars. No longer said Disney Pixar presents a Pixar film or whatever it said. See, right there it said Disney Pixar. It was really just this packaging right here that said Disney presents a Pixar film. The world of cars, 3+. The edge right here, the trimming around the packaging was the same pretty much as the Neon McQueen or the Supercharged McQueen, just that this was now silver instead of the neon look. But yeah, there's Lightning McQueen right there. And these, you would collect the Cars characters by number. And they would say new models and old favorites. And then you'd have this little checklist on the back. Very nice in my opinion. But yeah, they pretty much don't do this anymore in 2021. But we'll get to that later down in the video. But this was number 1. There you go. M1054-1. I'm sure the other numbers didn't mean much. I'm sure it was just the number that really mattered. See, 10, 3, 8, 18, 24, 22, and so on. Alright, so then we got... Cut. Continuing on with the video. Here we have the Race-O-Rama Lightning McQueen, which has no correlation to the video game. I mean, I kind of thought it did. Maybe this released at the same time as the video game. I don't know when the video game came out. Kind of should have done my research on that. But yeah, same system again, but with little tickets. Like if you were at a festival or carnival type of thing. Lightning McQueen number 1. You got your little ticket right there. Race-O-Rama. Still continuing on with the World of Cars logo right there. 3+. And now we have this little type of arrow popping out of the packaging. And take note, all these packages we've been taking a look at have this plastic tab that would fold down, and then they would pop it up in the store to hang them on the hooks. So yeah, because this would, when you get them factory sealed from Mattel, they're stuck onto that other plastic tab right there. You have to manually pull them out and then hang them on the pegs. So, I mean, but further down the line, it just started punch holing on the card. So I'm not sure what you're a bigger fan of. Punch hole on a card or a tab that can simply come out. Honestly, I think I might go with this because now you have all this space right here and you don't have little image taken out from the card art because of that punch hole right there. But we'll get to that later. Anyways, good looking packaging in my opinion. This one did have Damage to King. It wasn't this year, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. It was around the time where it had that worldofcars.com game. I used to play that game all the time as a kid, but it shut down years ago. It would say collect by color, actually. So, well, and number 2, it's a Dinoco Lightning McQueen, Ghost Light Ramon, Leakless. And then it had this stupid weird bio that said, meet my friend, Ron Hoover, or Hoover. McQueen does not know this dude, I bet. Circling above the track, new chopper, Ron Hoover, covers all the action of every big race for the revved up racing fans. Yeah, see, they probably never met, but it would have been better if they had a bio of each specific character. But, who am I to beg? And then it had that little checklist at the bottom. It was a checklist of all the cars you could get at the time, along with the code right here behind the name tag. Yeah, so you can see right there, had a code for the game, which is now discontinued. Taking a look at the last car that came out for Cars 1 before Cars 2 came along was the Final Lap collection. Honestly, a very nice looking collection in my opinion. This logo did look very nice. If I'm not mistaken, I think these were Target exclusives, because this is where Race Damage Mood Springs was in. And I believe Walmart also had an exclusive packaging, which was part of the Supercharged line, or a sub-line for the Supercharged cars. But take note, all the previous years we took a look at before this one had the cars facing this way and the art going that way. Now we have them all facing this way, both art and diecast. So this was kind of neat in a sense. Still with the numbers, but now with this very nice and reflective little, still punch out or embossed looking name tag. No code. The game was discontinued, I'm guessing by this year. I think this was released in 2009 or 2010. I could be mistaken. But yeah, same thing. Now no numbers, or no, yeah, still numbers, just not by color like the previous year in Race-O-Rama. But you still had that checklist that you can, you can keep your card back, save the environment, I guess, and use this as a checklist for your cars. See, Race Damage Mood Springs, Limo, Wet Lightning McQueen, Vern, Nick stickers. Just a lot of good diecast that you don't see along these lines of cars anymore these days. But yeah, Disney Pixar Cars, 3+, Final Lap Collection, and it had that foil of gold with Dexter Hoover with the white flag. Very nice in my opinion. Very simplistic. It does look like the Tokyo Mater type of aesthetic in a sense. Maybe that's what they were going for. I'm not sure. I mean, I was alive at the time, but I don't think I was really collecting those packages at the time. Back when I was collecting cars as a kiddo, the only really packaging that I remember and that my mom remembers getting me were these, and I think these, as far as Cars 1 goes. For Cars 2 and 3, well, I mean, that's a different story, which takes us on to these right here. So here we are, 2011, and there was a few sets of different looking packagings for Cars 2. This one right here has a numbering system, but I believe there was a set that didn't have the numbering system and had the images of the vehicles back here. I'm not sure if that was international packaging or also in the United States, and this is just a variation of that same packaging. But Lightning McQueen was number 3 with racing wheels for the Cars 2 series, and it says Disney Pixar Cars 2. And again, art and diecast now facing the same direction towards the right. Our right, at least. 3+. And yeah, now they had this like... Well, they were still going for the slanted look because all the previous packages also had that slanted look going downwards. But now we don't have the name tag that you would pop out. Now it's punched hole into the card back right there. And then you have a look at the Porta Corsa racetrack right there with the carbon fiber look at the sides of the edges. And you have the Mattel logo on the bottom right there. When usually, you know, they would put all that blah, blah, blah at the back, or my bad, on the bottom. And then on the back, you'd have all that free space for bios and stuff of the vehicles. Now that stuff is down here in yellow, but you still had this stuff that said collect them all. But one thing I liked about this packaging from 2005 is that you'd have that bio from a vehicle, which is something, you know, I kind of wish they continued, like I said, in Race-O-Rama, but, you know, they didn't. So yeah, that is Cars 2 Lightning McQueen. A lot shorter of a blister, or card back, I should say. Yeah, you could just take a look right there at how much shorter it is. Yeah, it's definitely a lot shorter. So maybe they were trying to save money or save the environment with less cardboard. I'm not sure. But anyways, now that takes us on to Lightning McQueen with racing wheels again. But from this year, I believe it does say, yep, 2012. So the year right after Cars 2, they went into this mainline type of series like it is today. And now they have them by series, which we had till Cars 3. But then after Cars 3, they decided to come back with this series, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, Lightning McQueen with racing wheels. This was number 1 of 17. And basically, you would have all of these, and it's available in 2013. Lightning McQueen with the racing wheels, Max Schnell, Jeff Gorvet, Rip Kloshkanowski, Francesco Bernoulli, and Miguel Camino. And then you had this whole bio of the World Grand Prix series. The World Grand Prix will determine who the fastest car is in the world. Collect all 17 cars in the World Grand Prix series. See release dates and more at the website. I wonder if that website's still up today. But yeah, here they started doing the designs for like the blisters and stuff. And it pretty much stayed persistent till... Yeah, till today, actually. No, until 2020, because in 2020, they started going back to just squared packaging. They weren't doing, like, designs like this anymore. But we'll see in a bit how that goes. Anyways, now here's the World Grand Prix McQueen. Notice how they don't put racing wheels anymore? And I believe, yeah, it is the same set of wheels, it seems. Same McQueen, but now it just says World Grand Prix Lightning McQueen. And now we went back to the World of Cars type of logo, but now it just says World of... And you might be asking yourself, well, PCP, what's different besides that? They both have that same white packaging look at the bottom half, and then the other half is the artwork. Well, if you notice, here's at the finish line of Porta Corsa, or the starting line, where the big screens are, where Francesco and McQueen noticed that the crash happened. And then over here, it's by that bridge where Mater was in the casinos, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the casinos... Oops, my bad, hit the camera. The casinos were back there, but you can't really tell because, again, punched hole right there. And they changed the logo for the World Grand Prix series as well. And now here it only says Disney instead of Disney Pixar. I don't know why. Maybe something was going on with Disney and Pixar at the time. I'm not sure. I mean, that was 2013. So if any Disney people out there know what was going on between Disney and Pixar at this time, let me know. Because it's kind of a mystery why they just put Disney and not Pixar. Who knows? But yeah, the logo was a lot bigger on this year. Then it went smaller. So you had more white space. So they would have to waste less ink, I'm guessing, for the card backs. And over here they had more image and more logo and less white space. And this one only had 15 vehicles instead of the usual 17. And the artwork was different, surprisingly. You had a different set of cars, because over here you don't have Nigel Gearsley and Raul Carul, and over here you do. No Jeff over here, or no Rip Kloshkanowski. So yeah, but the same format, really. Same description for everything. Just over here now it says 15 cars. Over here it said 17 cars. And then you had the different logos right there as well. And it still had that same format of available in 2013. But now over here it says 2014. But yeah, different images. Right here is like when Francesco's saying, oh, thank you for your big mistake, McQueen. And over here he's like, my mama's right here. So the scene was before, the scene was after. So I guess they're kind of proceeding in a sense, 2013, 2012. But anyways, now we get to this packaging right here. Still with the World Grand Prix McQueen tag instead of the McQueen with racing wheels tag. And now we don't have the World of Cars logo anymore. It's back to Disney Pixar, and we have yet another World Grand Prix logo. Let me put all three side by side for you guys so you can just see how much they've changed that logo just for this series right there. What's your opinion on that, ladies and gentlemen? But anyways, we stayed with the same scene, it seems, with the casino in the background and the bridge. So pretty much they just enlarged that same image. No World of Cars logo, no white spacing anymore. Except now it's on the side with a little bit of silver. Because before, it was red. Now it's silver on the side. So I don't know what's up with Mattel. But yeah, this was the line in 2014. And then I believe in 2015 is when they had that stupid Daredevil Garage app thing, taking up like all the space right here and taking up more space over here. I think I was like 12, I believe, maybe 13. No, 13. When I was 13, Cars 3 was coming out, so I was way younger. Yeah, I wasn't really into that whole look for the Daredevil Garage thing, but this year was the year of the story sets, because there you got that little pamphlet at the bottom right there. But yeah, again, still 15 diecast in this series, and now they have this completely new look for the packaging right there on the back with the bio from here before, now slanted and slapped on the back right there, right here in this corner. See, World of Cars. Now it just says Disney Pixar. Honestly, I really miss that World of Cars logo. I really do. And then here's still said that same info. If I'm not, no, never mind. I'm looking at the wrong packaging. This is the 2014/15 one, and this is the older one from 2013. Yeah, so it doesn't say the website anymore right here. Now instead it has it slanted crossing through here, splitting up the info, which is still the same look over here, just without that little notch at the bottom right there. Now it still says that same format of available at 2015 and available in 2014. But you still have the same image of Francesco and McQueen. Not bad. But honestly, for me, I think this was the packaging a lot of people didn't really dig, because this was what you would see in the stores all the time, kind of not selling, and people were just desperately just waiting for Cars 3 to come around the corner already. So yeah, which brings us now to Cars 3, 2017. Now here I was 13 years old when this came out, and boy oh boy, the hype when the trailer came out. And everyone was like, huh, that's the packaging? So bland looking, because how do you go from this beautiful looking thing right here, well, not a lot of people dig it, but I think it looked quite nice, to that colorful looking packaging, to just this bland red and black thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looked very, very elegant, but at the same time kind of bland. But you had that new slanted Cars 3 logo instead of the flat logo that just said Cars. Still said Disney Pixar, but just now it's slanted on the hood. It says Cars 3 Lightning McQueen. No ridge for the name tags. No ridge over here either, or the years prior. We lost the ridge for the name tags in the final lap collection, and after that, there haven't been any ridges for the name tags. Or so we thought. Because we got into 2018, and behold, came this whole new packaging with a new car slanted logo, and a new series is coming in again. So we're going back to the series from the previous year before Cars 3, and there was a switch from Thailand and China. From China to Thailand, I should say, because halfway they were like China, or for a short period of time they were China, and then they switched over to Thailand. This is the China variant before they went to Thailand. But yeah, then they started giving them ridges for the name tag again. I said ridges for the name tag. But yeah, this is the variation of McQueen with the little collector card back when they were still doing those. But I hate how this takes up so much space of the vehicle. But it was the only one I was able to find online. Yeah, it just takes up so much space. I think it's worse than the Daredevil Garage thing in my opinion. Just look how much they have to shrink down McQueen just for this info that honestly they could have just put somewhere back here or something. I mean, even then, look, they put it again right here, somewhat, in just different languages. I don't know at this point, but yeah, there you got the Florida 500, and then there's a whole new bio, new diecast, blah, blah, blah. Very nice looking packaging. You got that new blurred desert sunset type of packaging, and it looked very nice. And now we get to 2020, because that packaging lasted 2018 and 2019. In 2020, we got the same packaging from Cars 1, somewhat. Yeah, see, it's just flipped over. They just flipped it over, if I'm not mistaken. See? Yeah, this just flipped over. So it's flipped over, but now in a blue tint with white. And now they have just a little tab running through the side of the cardboard right here, saying Florida 500 instead of this chunky tab right here that honestly wasn't that bad. But I mean, I guess you can go for this. It's like a little tab or something. And yeah, see, here now we're full on Thailand. Full speed ahead with Thailand. And you got that tag ridge right there. And it says Disney Pixar Cars. And now they had this matte sort of grainy, weird finish for the diecast. Because usually the diecast had a glossy look. See, you can see with the light ring right there. They were very glossy on the back. And now here, we've lost the gloss. There's no gloss at all. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we got the same bio. Same bio, yeah. Same bio, same languages, just different set of cars. And now we had the inclusion of that RSN crap at the back right there. It said Mattel, Florida 500. Yeah, just a lot more retro Cars 1 aesthetic they're trying to go for, again, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's the impression I got. It was nice packaging at the time, but yeah, it was 2020, so who cares about 2020? I could care less. What I do care about is our boy right now in 2021. Holy crap, he looks elegant. You got the metal. I mean, honestly, this was not necessary. I bet you there was a Karen who probably went up to Mattel saying, "Oh, these are plastic toys and blah, 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 false advertising. They're not metal. They're not metal die-cast." And Mattel was pretty much just forced to slap that on to say that they were metal die-cast. Come on. Oh, and don't get me started. They put the image from here of this McQueen from Cars 2 on the back right there. Just that, you know, without McQueen's image, and you can actually see the road right there now. But yeah, I would have gotten a Cars 3 McQueen to match. But see, the one that's coming out for Cars 3 is going to be McQueen with Piston Cup. And that's not released yet, if I'm not mistaken. Or at least here where I live, I haven't seen it. Or Get Me Collectibles. Or I haven't seen it on eBay at all by anyone. It's basically going to be Cars 3 McQueen with a little Piston Cup. And they falsely put it as new for 2021. Despite Toys R Us giving it out for free when you would spend, I believe, $10 on Cars items. It was McQueen with a Piston Cup in this packaging. But now they're falsely labeling it as 2021. Despite it being released in 2017. But it is going to be a Thailand Cars 3 McQueen, so I guess. And the Thailand Piston Cup makes sense, I guess. But still continuing on with that ridge for the name tag. It was very similar to the one we had in the prior year, but just now inverted colors. See, the tab right there was silver, and over here it was red. They just flipped them around, pretty much. Rusty Lightning McQueen, Fabulous Lightning McQueen. I tried looking for a Rusty's McQueen in this packaging to match with these two. Couldn't find one that wasn't under $16, which is kind of outrageous. But yeah, they didn't release Cars 3 McQueen at all in this packaging right here. And now here we are back with that squared blister. There's no more designs like the previous packagings, like those right there for Cars 2. Now we're just with a straight squared blister now. And even in Cars 3 we had that little slant for the blister right there, but no, now we've just got a square looking bland blister, and you can have your say on that, on what type of design you like best for the blister. But honestly, it makes the car look small, because here this blister, I mean, it just looked presentable, and the car, I don't know, it just fit better. And even here it was like tilted out to like this angle, like if it was racing up on its left side. Here's just straight up just racing forward. Oh, and I forgot to mention, now we got the diecast going this way and the art going that way. Thank goodness in 2021, we're back to that same format from the previous years. So that's good. I mean, even this one right here, art that way, diecast that way. And I mean, you can't say much for 2017 because there was no artwork for the vehicles. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole breakdown of this whole Cars package evolution until now. I really wonder what are the packages going to look like in 2022. Heck, I reckon probably in 2022 they're going to do the same stuff that they're doing for WandaVision right now. Funko Pops, they all have the Disney Plus logo slapped on the back. And how much you want to bet they're going to slap that Disney Plus logo on the Cars packages next year because of the Disney Plus show coming out next year. Time will only tell. Oh, my final say on this packaging right here. They kind of went back to this one in a sense, but just now it's like lighter pastel colors over here and more higher up in the sky, because now you can see the sky right here, and over here is kind of like a sunset, and over here's like more like a sunrise, I guess. I don't know at this point. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Piston Cup Productions signing out, and let me know which one was your favorite year for package cars or diecast collecting in general. Piston Cup Productions signing out, and happy anniversary to Cars. See you all next time.
See you later.